चक्षुरमृतं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss some important verses from 5th canto. Now it is the first chapter, the text 12. From 11 to 19, these 8 verses or 9 verses, Brahma reasons why Prabhu should come to family life. So in the verse 12 he says, the Lord Brahma says, that na tasya kasya tapasya vidyava na yoga virjena manishayava naivartha dharme paratha sudova kritam vihantum tanubhrut vibhyat. That means that the Lord, one cannot avoid the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead not by the strength of severe austerities and exalted Vedic education or the power of mystic yoga, physical prowess or intellectual activities, nor can one use his power of religion, his material opulence or any other means either by himself or with the help of others to defy the orders of the Supreme Lord. That is not possible for any living being from Brahma down to the end. So, in the purport, Prabhupada Maharaj says that in the Brihat Aranyaka Upanishad 389 it is stated, Yajnavalkya says to Gargi, the daughter of Gargamuni, Etasyava Akhyarasya Prasasane Gargi Surya Chandramasu Vidruto Tishtata. And dear Gargi, everything is under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even the sun, moon, other controllers and demigods like Lord Brahma and King Indra are all under his control. Srimad Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in his purport says that one should not show one's strength of austerity, knowledge or yoga in order to protect one's stubbornness. One cannot avoid what is decided by the Lord by performing austerity and other actions. So Siva Siddha Swami in his purport says that Vivasvatvam evaha chaturvi. Vivasvatvam, who says this? Brahma. Brahma says this to this Priyavrata. Priyavrata is coming in the parampara of Swayambhu Manu. So he says Chaturvi. In 4 verses he says. So I am also going to speak some more verses. Srimad Bhagavatam 5th canto, 1st chapter, text 35. Naivam vidha purushakara urukramasya punsam tadangri rasa jita sadgunanam chitram vidura vigata sakrit adatita jannamadheyam aduna sa jahati mandam. My dear King, a devotee who has taken shelter of the dust from the lotus feet of the Lord can transcend the influence of the 6 material waves, namely hunger, thirst, lamentation, illusion, old age and death, and he can conquer the mind and 5 senses. However, this is not very wonderful for a pure devotee of the Lord, because even a person beyond the jurisdiction of the 4 castes, in other words, an untouchable, is immediately relieved of bondage to material existence if he utters the holy name of the Lord even once. So, Sripad Prabhupada Maharaj in his purport says, Urukrama is a name for Lord Vamanadev, who performed the wonderful act of occupying the 3 worlds with 3 footsteps. Rather, it means 2 footsteps. So, Sripad Vishwanath Thakur in his purport says that such prowess or influence is not surprising for those who conquer the six senses, hard to conquer, by the dust from the lotus feet of the Lord. Rajasa also means Rajoguna. Thus there is a so it is ornamental thing, I do not have to mention it. So Siddhartha Swami in his purport says, Aho Ascharjam Ragyaha Samarthyam iti Parikit Abhipraya Agyo Bhagavan Badrayani Aho. Sukadeva Goswami says to Parikit Maharaj, Aho Ascharjam Ragyaha Samarthyam. We cannot imagine his strength. Ragya means Priyavrata. The Parikit Abhipraya Gyo. Parikit was thinking like that, Abhipraya. So, Bhagavan Badrayani Aho. Sukadeva Goswami understood the feeling of Parikit Maharaj. That's why he says this verse. I am also going to speak some more verses. Srimad Bhagavatam 5th canto, 6th chapter, text 4. So, Nityam dadati kamasya chidram tamanu je raya yogina krita maitrasya patyor jaiva punsari. That means an unchaste woman is very easily carried away by paramours, and it sometimes happens that her husband is violently killed by her paramours. If the yogi gives his mind a chance and doesn't restrain it, his mind will give facility to enemies like lust, anger and greed, and they will doubtlessly kill the yogi. So in the purport of Prabhupada Maharaj says, in this verse, the word Punstari refers to a woman who is easily carried away by men. Such a woman is nearly never to be trusted. Unfortunately, in the present age, women are never controlled. That is when Prabhupada Maharaj went to the Western world. There also there is a movement of women's liberation, freedom. Prabhupada Maharaj also argued with that. Anyway, so Vishwanath Thakur in his purport says, the cause is explained. The mind of the trusting yogi gives an opportunity to lust and its followers anger and greed, which are enemies. Just as the prostitute trusted by her husband gives opportunity to her lover and has her husband killed, the mind makes the yogi fall from his position by lust and other desires. So Siddhartha Swami in his purport says, Tatra hetu nityam iti. Why we should not trust our mind? For that reason, this verse is said by Brahma. So I may speak some more verse, one verse or so. Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 6th chapter, text 5. Nature of mind. Kamo manyor madhulobha shoka moho bhayadaha dayaha karma mandha sajan muraha sikuryad konu tadbuddha. That means the mind is the root cause of lust, anger, pride, greed, lamentation, illusion and fear. The 7 things. Combined, these constitute bondage to free to work. What learned man would put faith in the mind? Srila Prabhupada Maharaj in his purport says, the best way to control the mind is to engage it always in Krishna consciousness. Savimana Krishna Padara Vindeo. I stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 9th canto, 4th chapter, with reference to Ambarish Maharaj. So Sripad Vishwanath Thakur in his purport says that this verse describes the enemies mentioned in the last verse, who would trust the mind, the root of lust, etc. Sripa Siddhar Swami in his purport says, Arin Kathayan Upasangharati, who are our enemies. This is the conclusion of this verse. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.